right, tonight on the lift, we have Mrs. Salty Badger's Baggster that we built 5 years back. We put a FL fender and bags in the back of it, and then had the rear fender fabricated into it so it would all flow together. I put a couple other pictures out there. I might drop a short on it later. Everything's chrome. It's painted pearl white. We put some Z-bars on it. It's custom wheels. It's got air ride on it. It's pretty low for a Sportster, and she's short, but now we've moved her up to a bagger, and we put this back on there. I think we're gonna put a Fat Bob tank on it, and we got some oil leaks. The Sportster oil leaks in the valve covers in the front. We got to get cleaned up and get those changed out. Stop the oil leaks. It's leaking pretty bad back there. So other than that, we cleaned it up a little bit before we start working on it. We do got to get the oil leaks fixed before we go much farther. It is another Sportster in the shop. What is this number? Well, this is actually number 1 Sportster. This one's 99 1200 custom. I built this bike originally myself. I got rear-ended on a motorcycle accident, totaled the bike out, rebuilt the bike, and then I gave it to Miss Salty Badger, and she got that built this way so that we should kind of have a Baggster when they first started. How you doing, 2-4? Hey, XAN. We got a couple people in here already that started this one, but this is the wife's Baggster that we built a few years back. I was just kind of giving an introduction on it. Pearl white paint on it. She likes it still. We've held on to this bike. This bike is 99 and I had it since like 2000. Like I said, I got hit on it. It banana peeled the rear wheel, and then we rebuilt it from there. It's got just about every piece of chrome you can get on it except for a chrome oil tank. She spent some time cleaning on it before we went live. Just doing a quick live update on here. The other one's waiting for parts. We may do a parts run tomorrow. We're not sure yet. We definitely got to pick up some gaskets for this. Get this one running. We almost have like a Sportster showdown every night here in the shop. It's just everything seems to be Sportster right now. I gotta get my Road Glide up on there and change the belt. I haven't decided if I'm gonna change over to chain driver yet. We have to clean the Mrs. bike up. It's dirty. I pick up some supplies for that. They get those back on the lift. So we get some parts, and I get a fender on the chopper. Just trying to pass some time, get some other stuff done and cut up. I had to stop in real quick on Friday night when we had it on the lift. Give a quick live, see what everybody was up to. How's XAN doing tonight? So it is got these bike bags are off the Road King, and her fender was off the Road King. She doesn't want to do a fairing. She hasn't ever wanted a fairing on there. She doesn't like when she rides this one, no windshield. She rode it cold, blowing snow, and she's running hail, rain. She just doesn't want the windshield on there. I think the fairing's probably spoiled her on the street glide now, but I tried to talk her into a fairing. We looked at a couple of different ones, but I can't convince her to put a fairing on this one. So we are going to put that bigger tank on there, though. It will make it not look so skinny in the front with a bigger tank. Might try to convince her to put a FL style fender on the front, or change the front fender a little bit. Don't know if she will or not, but that'd be up to her. This one's been her design the whole time. It's got some wings on it, and we're definitely going to get some repaint done on it. I stick with the same color, but still have some paint work done on it. Clean it up some. This is like it's been the ongoing build for a long time. Got custom wheel front and back. Back really can't see it anymore since we put the bags on it, but we did match it to the same front. So it's still, this is a fun bike to ride. It's when I wrecked it, I put a 883 tranny in it because it broke the transmission when it got rear-ended. And it just, ever since then, we've built this. And it's fast for a Sportster. With bags on it, it's fast. But how you doing, Frog? Hey, Renegade, how are you? Nice to see you guys stopping in. We just stuck the wife's bike up on here. I didn't expect a bunch of people to jump in. I was just doing a quick kind of show everybody what it looked like before we start tearing into it. Give a quick update on it. What's everybody else up to this holiday weekend? I got the AC on in the shop tonight. It was muggy in here. I had to turn the AC on. I can't take it. Miss Salty sitting over there. She's probably freezing out now. I don't know what it is. It says it's 64 in here. I don't think it's 64, but it's nice. So, Evil had motorcycle trouble. I thought he just got it fixed. You couldn't get it running, or is it? Did he break? He didn't break down on the road, did he? Is it hot down there, Octane? Oh, low oil pressure on it. That's not good. They pull the pump yet and look and see how bad it is? I mean, I got plagued with a broken belt, but I think the low oil pressure is way worse. I wasn't sure if anybody else was doing live. I just was trying to do that nightly shop update, see what was going on. Try to kill a little bit of time. I got the little one all weekend, so we got to do the grandparent duty. $92. I don't know. I don't think it was that warm up here. I don't know. I think the heat started to bother me more. It didn't used to, but I'm starting to not like the heat. It was 101 yesterday. Yeah. That's all right. I'd like it around 70. That's perfect. Or colder. It gets up in the hundreds. It's almost too hot to ride. We've done some 4th of July rides where you just about melt in the seat. We did one. Yeah, it's been years back. Miss Salty was riding this one, and I was riding my chopper. And we got caught in a storm, and it was raining, blowing, thunderstorm, and we had to pull over and stayed. And come to find out, just not far down the road, there was a tree down right across the road. And it was a light pole. She just reminded me it was a not a light pole, a telephone pole or electricity pole or whatever. All power was out in the area, but that was across the road. It was dark. We could hardly see. If we'd gone another 10 feet, we'd probably hit it. And so it was right just past the driveway that we pulled into at the hotel to stay. And they didn't have any power, no vacancy. We ended up in a little cabin thing, but it was better than what we were riding in and getting in trouble there. So it was nice. Nights are 40-ish Fahrenheit. That's good sleeping weather right there. That is excellent sleeping weather. Make everybody jealous of them temperatures. Frog, what do you think of that Sportster? I know you like Sportsters too. You got one. That's the Baggster I was telling you about. So got the hard bags on it that we put on there. We fabricated the mounts and everything underneath here, just like a regular bagger has. It's got air ride on it. When we brought it in, air ride was all the way dumped. The tire was rubbing on the fender, so it was a heavy push until we get the air up in there, get power to it. Surprisingly enough, it'd been sitting for a year. Probably it's been sitting a year, and it started up. Stumbled. It's cold-blooded. This bike's always been super cold-blooded, and it ended up not. Couldn't even get it running good enough to ride it in, but we'll get it running, get the oil leak cleaned up, get the bags painted, repainted. They got some scratches on them. Yeah, we'll get it touched up, get it painted, put the bigger tank on it, like I said. That's about all this one will get. My daughter, probably, hopefully she'll ride it again. This is a 99. 99 Custom. It's a bike one of the bikes that I first started out on, and I did some work with the motor. It's got KMs in it. It's got training's been done, clutch is done in it. It's been a long time since it's been done. Early 2000s. I think I was hit. I got this bike done, and I had it all painted, flames, everything on it. And the day after I got it built and done, I was riding it, and that's the day I got rear-ended on it. And then I rebuilt it, rode it around for quite a while after that. But it's had some rough life. It's been put through the ringer. And this Salter's a lot easier on it than I ever was. But it gets ridden. It gets miles. They don't have a lot of miles on it. It's always been kind of more of a run around town bike. We have done some trips on it, but it hasn't been ridden.
It's went everywhere.
Yeah.
From Michigan to Wisconsin.
So you rode it to Wisconsin. It's a good bike. She likes it. Well, probably won't get rid of it. We have like a vortex of motorcycles. They just kind of acquired. I keep telling myself I'm going to pick one up, fix it up, sell it, put some money in this mother bike. The problem is I get them done. I don't ever get rid of them.
Rode it to flat pickup.
What's that?
American Legion flat pickup.
Yep. No. Yeah, them rims they're sharp. Yeah, these rims, I think they're RC components. That's what they are. I had them for a while, but they're wicked. It's got the matching pulley and the matching rotors for it. Honestly, there's probably more money in the wheels than the Sportster was worth when we put the wheels on it. But But as any bike, you put money into it and you can't get it out. But, so, and it was, we just picked out the wheels that she liked and put them on there. Yeah, Renegade, you're probably going to have to get a trike, aren't you? And your battery's dying. That's no fun. I think wheels are one of the most expensive things on a motorcycle. And to get the nice, that when they start looking nice and the price goes up. I mean, this don't have no big wheel on the front of it. It's got 21. And it is one thing I kind of always wanted to do on this one, though. Put a bigger wheel on it, like a 23 maybe. But it's already got that wheel, and we're not going to change those. But I'm going to put more money into wheels on this bike. And I can't get her to put a fat tire on her street glide, so I think we're done building on the street glide for a while. We'll just stick with building some choppers and see what we can do. But while we're waiting on parts, we've got some other maintenance stuff to do on some other ones and cleaning up stuff, so brought those in to get that done. I'll probably only stay on here about 10-15 minutes. So I don't want to stay on here too much, drag everybody's time down. I don't have a whole lot to do. Hey, did you catch my the live from the other day? Actually, and everybody seen your shirt and caught right on to it. Had the rubber down, faced up shirt on. That was a nice shirt. I didn't realize that's the first time I'd actually worn it since I got it. I didn't realize that was a nice material on that shirt. Yeah, unfortunately, Frog, there's not going to be any parts off from this motorcycle that we can swap or figure out any kind of trading on. The missus is not going to let me swap anything off from this, so these wheels are not up for grabs. The mags, maybe we can do something out of the mags. But I can't get it. You're not going to like me getting no parts off from this one. So I gotta put some time into the chrome. It'll clean up good. It's just been sitting. But I almost hate these wheels just as much as I hate the ones. I hate spokes. I don't know what it is about these ones. These have always been a bear to clean. So the missus just doesn't like cleaning spokes. But these wheels are, once you get them clean, they're good. But once they're dirty, it just takes some elbow grease to get them clean back up. So, but got the slim seat. She can touch on this one. She likes she's comfortable touching on this one. It's about as low as you can get a Sportster though. Like I said, it's dumped all the way down the fender, does rub on the tire. I never did put a safety in on that. So it's probably one thing before my daughter starts riding it a bunch that I might do is put some kind of safety in so the fender doesn't hit the tire.
All the years I rode it.
Yeah, my wife's never had a problem with it, but it's always been a worry if something happened and the air had a problem. But we've had, this bike's always just been the old dependable one. You put the drop shocks in the back. I forgot what air shocks we ran on this, but they were car air shocks that I ended up running. This bike don't ride bad. Um, the air, yeah, 10-inch shocks. Yeah, that's yep. Those are the lowered shocks to the back of the Sportsters. Uh, and they ride good. This is a fun bike. Like I said, I like Sportsters because they're fun. They're light. You can throw them around fast enough. Um, they are a little bit not. You're running them pretty hard to keep up with some of the newer baggers, the M8s and stuff. You're really running them harder, which is part of the reason why Mrs. stepped up to a street glide because she was running this bike ragged to keep up with us on the bigger touring bikes. And it was fun though. She can ride this thing. She can put it into the corners, and she's definitely more comfortable on this bike because I think it's partially because of her size and she is on the street glide, but she does great on the street glide, even at 4 foot nothing. So
I'm very
yeah, he does good. Hey, Evil. Sorry to hear you had some bike problems again. Frog says you didn't make it over because you had problems. I'm going to try to figure out. Um, I get the echo real quick. Is there an echo now? All right, I figured out how to do this. Give me a second. Let me fix this up. All right. That didn't give me a bad echo when I did that, did I? I know sometimes when it's running in the background, it puts it on there. So I added a few moderators on there. Not my channel's not that big, but it's if somebody sees some spam or something pop in, that way they can get it off there. Nice from a Sportster to a Dyna. That's a good step too. Nice. She just took the big jump right to the street light and it stuck out. She liked it. And when she bought it, she said that if she couldn't touch, she wasn't gonna take it home. And well, it went home anyways, and we instantly tore that bike. That bike was from the showroom to the shop, completely torn apart. Put full air ride front and rear, and we put a drop seat on it with a custom seat to get it as low as possible. Put front and rear exhaust on it. That bike's low as it gets. The drop seat didn't help a lot, as much as we thought it would, because unfortunately the street glide wideness is the problem. As you drop the seat height down, the actual frame seat height down, the wideness, your legs spread out farther. But and that doesn't help the inseam of the height. So the FBI drop seat, even though it dropped at 3 inches, once we had the seat thinned out and everything thinned out, it did help out. But it's still wider, so your legs are still spreading out farther. Which we had to adjust the floorboards. Also we ended up getting some special traction supply control stuff so that she could reach the pedal, or the forward controls, not the pedals. But kickstand, it doesn't have a center stand on it. It's still got a kickstand. Had to modify the kickstand a little bit. And sometimes in corners, you can hear things. There's something dragging once in a while. She ain't dragging the exhaust. She ain't dragging the floorboard. I think she's dragging the kickstand. But she puts it in the corners. She rides pretty rough. If she's got it fully dumped, it stops where she can touch. I'm going to get this done so she can rip it around a little bit too. I know she misses this one. It's always been considered a little bit. Get that. And this one cleaned up, fixed up, more rideable, so we can get as many bikes on the road at one time as we can. Get everybody and family out riding together. It'd be good. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, electric rides and all. I picked up a electric ride I got for my son and daughter to ride, and I haven't done much with it yet. I got it all cleaned up. It's rideable. I got to get rid of that sofa seat, so I don't like that sofa seat. I might actually ride that, like if my bike fixed. Put my bike seat on it and put a battery on mine in it. And all of that. That's all the electric ride that we picked up has to have. It's an old carbureted one though, but I don't mind carbureted bikes. I like the older stuff. We got a kickstart bike that I'm gonna try to get going. Just kicking. It's just that old kickstart. It's not a lot of fun. This one, it's been a while since it ran, and it's tough to get it kicked over. But I think I'm going to put a kickstart on the chopper I'm building, just so it's there. Keep the electric start option, so it's just we're going to go with the retro look. I think I've decided on the something like the Clockworks low fender. I think that's the one we're going to get. I like the bell bottom one. The Clockworks one, I think it's more of a stretch. I want that long stretch look too. The bell bottom one just kind of drops out and back. So I'm gonna I want it still as low as possible, but I want to get that fender back a little bit too, so it all flows in, and then stretch the tank out. So the fat tank on this one, and paint the bags, touch everything up, get it taken care of. And so no problem, Mike. Glad you guys came in to hang out on Fridays. Yeah, I got a bad knee and kickstarting. I've been kickstarting that 72 trying to get it done. I think I burned up every starter we got to family. Nobody likes kicking it anymore. My son was the best one we had at it, but he said he's done kicking that thing. I said, well, that's like 3-4 kicks if it ain't starting it. And that one, for some reason, that thing, you'll kick it all day long. So noticed my subscriber count kind of went up and down a little bit. So I just sticking that, doing a couple lives once in a while. Pop in. I'm gonna try to keep them short from the shop. Nice. This is kind of like our domain in the studio, hang out and stuff, and talk about motorcycles. Everybody pretty much likes motorcycles, I think. What's up with Evil's bike? He's still in here? Yeah, it's definitely awkward kicking it left footed, the other leg. And I have learned that when you're kicking it, that not to follow through and just you kickstart them enough and you learn. But they have one overextended knee and you're not riding for a while. So a kickstart can ruin your day. So they look good, they're fun, but they are definitely an art in kicking a motorcycle. Did you drop the cylinder on it? That's rough. Especially on the holiday weekend, had the bike down all weekend. Mine's down too. I can't say much, but my bike's down. Gonna be down just another week or so. Not sure what the plans are for next week. So this bike, I've always liked working on this one, and Miss Salty does a lot of the work on it now, and I like that because it gives us time in the shop together. It gives her something to do. I don't think she's gonna let us do the live while she's working on it very often, but we'll do some updates. And we'll get the tank off it, get the front and rear valve covers changed out. That should take care of the oil leaks, get things cleaned up, and paint the fenders. Probably paint all the tims again, and just so it all matches. She likes that pearl white. This one's real sharp. And I'm glad that she's learned that the matte is not any fun, because her other bike is matte pearl, and that stuff looks really good until you clean one and try to keep on cleaning that matte. That's not fun. It's as much work as a gloss bike, if not more. You can't rub on it too much, otherwise it starts to shine. It's always good to barbecue. So, yeah, that's no fun. 6-cylinder running on 3 cylinders don't feel very good. All right, you're 18 away from 300. It's not bad. Everybody go over there. Everybody in here is pretty much subscribed to you already. But if anybody stops in to watch the video, check out XAN's Bikers channel. Let's get them up to 300. Everybody spread the word on it. Try to get it up there. Let's get to that 300 for him. I think it won't take long. Once they start climbing, they get up there. I'm sticking forever too. It gets frustrating. But it won't be much longer. Everybody should start growing. It's always good to support each other so everybody can grow at one time. Enough channels out there, nothing to be competitive about or anything. It's it's good to see people grow. We could all unsubscribe to them and then resubscribe. I can't figure out the audio rhythm though. That's the worst in the world. So that's good. Yeah, everybody check out Renegade's channel too. He does some good tool reviews and a lot of tool stuff. He's got some. He does a couple lives a week that are pretty good. I've enjoyed those. I think he does it on Tuesday. Do you still do the Friday one? I haven't been in on the Friday one in a while. I think I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Nobody's been real talkative, and I'm not as good as the. There you go. Yeah, sure. It's linked there. That's where I'm not the super talkative kind of person. So I'm trying to get those watch time hours up there a little bit. Trying to, and then also share what we do. You know, this is a hobby. This is a 100% a hobby. I don't. If the bike's in the shop, you're working on it. You know, I don't do it for profit or anything. It's 100%. If your bike is in here, you're already working on it. I'll help you and I'll show you, but I try to do that as much as possible. So it's more fun to hang out in here and work on my family's bikes and everything and spend time together inside the shop working on motorcycles. My 3-year-old's been in the shop here with us, been in the shop and worked with us, and it's granddaughter, and we got 3 granddaughters now, so we're staying busy there too. So but motorcycles are still fun, and definitely an addiction. Miss Salty says I definitely need a meeting. Maybe I'll call these my meetings because I can come in and talk about motorcycles and I'm not buying motorcycles. Looking for that deal. She cringes when there's a motorcycle on the side of the road. I mean, I can literally see her in the corner of my eye shaking her head. And sometimes I start looking when she shakes her head. I start looking for the motorcycle because she's giving it away that she maybe seen one that I didn't see. So I can't get any more for a while. We gotta get what we got done. I gotta get some of these other projects done. Get stuff moving on hers. I'd like to make one of the website custom Sportster showdowns. See what we got. See how ours hold up in some of this motorcycle shows. Sometime in the near future, hit some shows. But riding and building them's definitely just as much fun. Yeah, I feel like I'm boring too, Abel. Well, don't feel bad. I actually enjoy your videos that I've seen. But I got to the point where I don't really care. If you don't like what I put out, you ain't gonna watch it. If you like it, you can watch it. I feel like I enjoy the builds that I do, and I kind of like sharing them. It's just a way to share what I do and kind of document it. So, and some of the stuff you guys put out is pretty good. And anybody that ever needs any kind of bag, I mean, everybody, if you need something, a bag or something like that, XAN's probably done a review on it. Just kidding. He's not that bad. He did some bag reviews there for a while, though. Right? So, hey, Lone Cowboy Adventures. There you. Nice to see you in here. Yeah, thanks, Renegade. Everybody hit that like button. I forget about that. So, and I'm already 39 minutes into a half-hour live, and everybody's kind of dropping in. You need a stock seat. What's stock? What sheet you got on there? You know, on your bike. I mean, one of the most comfortable stock seats is the Ultra Classic seat. That seat is like it is the most comfortable couch for long rides. But I'm trying to say, I don't think I have a stock. I definitely don't have a stock seat that would fit your bike. I have a stock Ultra Classic seat. It's a big old couch. It's off an older bike. Yes. Yep. Um, yeah, they're pricey. Um, even the stock seats are pricey. The Harley seats, people take them off and they think they're, you know, actually a stock seat that's been ridden a couple thousand miles is better than a brand new one because it's more comfortable. But they're out there. A lot of people have them and they change them out. We bought three. We've got three seats for my wife's street ride, and trying to get one that worked. And that's when we put that drop seat on. The seat that she likes no longer fits it because of the drop seat. But she has that. We picked up a Lucky Dave's with the bike, and that was a nice one. So, yeah, it did seem like this week took a lot. It was a long week. Huh? Yeah, Lucky Dave came. Lucky Dave came with her bike, and then we bought what they call a reach seat from Harley Davidson, but it moves you the wrong way. It didn't make it easier. They sold us on it to make it easier to reach, but that didn't work. So. Yep. Hey, Renegade, sometimes I feel like I got to figure out a way to get rid of a bike, and they always multiply. I keep telling myself I'm going to get one, get it running. I get it running, and we keep it. My son wants to build another bike now, and he talked about selling his and building another one. I don't see that happening. It's just we built that one together. It was a lot of fun, and I think there's one party in here that would definitely not like. Sometimes she gets more attached to them. She thinks she doesn't like the fact that I buy so many of them, but she won't let me get rid of them either. So that's a good thing because she doesn't let me get rid of them. She don't like it when I buy them, but then I'm stuck with them once I buy them. So I gotta like them. So. I mean, that's a good problem to have. You can't, no sale. That's right. There you go. No sale. But you buy them, you know, we bought the chopper frame that I'm building when we were building my son's because we needed a couple parts. We ended up using none of the parts, ended up buying another bike while we were there. And at the time that we did that, this guy was moving, but he had a motorcycle. He had a problem too, because he had a motorcycle in his living room built into the wall. It was an old broad tracker. It was a nice bike, but it was built right in his living room. Not really a bad idea, you know. Maybe that next house remodel, maybe that'll fit in there in the wall. Somewhere to store one, you know, put it in the living room right in the wall. No, there's definitely not enough work or material to justify $1,000 price on a seat. I mean, that's the bad thing is the nicer seats. $1,000. But everything's so expensive anymore. Lolly's right. Everything's more expensive, and it's not gonna get better. We all pay for that stuff now. We're paying the price now. They're getting the money because we have to. But chopper parts aren't cheap. That's why I got to get some watch time hours and get some subscribes so I can, everybody makes a lot of money on YouTube, right? So that way we can all just afford stuff.
I think Josh figured out $10,000 a month for so many subscribers.
Yeah.
What YouTube pays people.
So, and we got grandkids now too, so that takes time away from our stuff. But I got a couple seats right here, as a matter of fact. Here's a seat. There's one seat. Here's another seat. I just happened to, we'd be talking about seats, and they just happen to be sitting around here. I don't know why I have a sudden collection of seats, but I think I got 7 of them when I was just upstairs. I think we have a total of 7 motorcycle seats. And wait a second, there 7 seats at $1,000 a piece. If I clean these seats up, that's $7,000. I need to stop holding on the seats and start selling seats. That's right, Renegade. You got a lot of subscribers too. That's you can fund your motorcycle with your subscriber money, right? I think we do this more for fun than for the money, though.
Let me clarify that. Josh does not make money. Josh has figured out that people make money for so much subscribing. And when he figured it out,
Yeah.
it's $10 a month. Not what he makes. What do you think he does?
Yeah, I don't ask people to subscribe either. I just put videos out there. Most of my subscribers come from shorts. I do put out some crazy shorts, just some stuff from work or motorcycle stuff I'm doing in the shop. Just throw out a short. Put a little bit of music to it, whatever I feel like, and go from there. Hey, these are like new. This is like new 1972 Sportster seat. I mean, it's vintage. It's old. It's like new, right? I mean, if it's $1,000 for a new seat, this is a vintage seat. That should be more money. Is that how that works? I mean, we're all getting older and you gotta have nice seats. So vintage is the key word. I think we're all getting vintage. Technically, when does vintage start? What year is a vintage bike or a vintage car? Well, Abel, I hate to tell you, but I feel kind of old and brittle myself at times. I guess I might have to consider myself vintage. Got the air on. Miss Salty's sitting by the door, got the door open. So it's hot outside, cool in here. So I figured it out. Did you like the trailer? Is that what you did? So I figured it out. I got a chopper, I got a bobber, I got a Baggster in the Sportster class. I definitely need to add a digger to the collection. I definitely need to build a digger. Yeah, my son and me got invited to his bike got invited to the dam show in Detroit. Randy puts that on, and I'm kind of looking forward to that one. That's in September. He puts out some good content too. But it's going to be on a half hour. Now I'm coming up on the hour. I have about 9 more minutes. I'll hang out, just watching that. For some reason I get stuck watching that, seeing how many people are in here. Not a lot going on in the side chat. I appreciate all you guys hanging out in here. I do. I'm actually glad that Renegade got a subscriber and XAN added a subscriber. So it's nice to see you guys subscribing to each other. Support each other in here, because that's one thing, you got to support each other. Support local businesses, small businesses. Without each other, that's what growth happens. Being social and talking to people. People got away from that. Everybody texts messages, things like that. Stays in contact. Text messaging is great. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But people lost social skills in this generations that are there. The camera makes people nervous. It makes me nervous sometimes. I feel like I talk a lot to myself. So, oh, you're fine, X-Hand. Everybody's got stuff to do. I like motorcycle shows and stuff like that. I had a good time with Mike at Cycle Showcase. That was the first time I met him, and met a lot of you guys down there. Met Lone Cowboy there. I like meeting people like that and stuff. I had a good time. Look forward to doing some more stuff. Having 2 grandkids back to back this summer kind of slowed things down. And then belt breaking on my bike. We'd out of the road for 3 hours. And my son to come up and get me. It was kind of nice though. I just kind of sat there and kicked my feet back. I think the worst part was I was trying to pull off an iron butt. 20 miles short of an iron butt. My butt broke. But I sat there longer than the 20 miles it took him to finish out. So I'm busy drinking the beer I was gonna. Oh yeah. There it is. That's that's the one right there. Yeah, egg sandwiches are good. It's been a while since I had one of those. I might have to make one of those once I get off from here. I don't even know if anybody else is live. Tonight is Friday night. This is our life. Friday nights are in the shop. Always been that kind of way for me. Friday nights have always kind of been in the shop, getting ready for the ride on Saturday or doing something through the weekend. Unless we were leaving on Friday for some of the bigger rides. You got to drink the beer. What's everybody else got planned for the rest of this year? Any more events, XAN, that you're going to be going to? What about you, Abel? What events are you going to? Anything more coming up? Oh, gotta kill the air. It must feel cold in here. So. Frog, are you and Lolly gonna do any upcoming events? Not till you get the bike fixed. Yeah, that's understandable. I feel the pain there. Looking at high grot. Yeah. Yep. I'm trying to convince Mrs. to go to Smokeout. But it's been a battle. It's an ongoing battle. Well, if we did do it, it's probably a turn and burn on Saturday. Drop in for the show and watch Texas Hippie Coalition. That's the only thing I have going for me in working out. Is that she likes the band, so that is going for me if we do this and do a turn and burn back on Sunday.
You want me to really speak up on that?
No. September 14th. What's September 14th? Did I miss something? Oh, I got you. September 14th, one day at the Ozarks. I got you. Is that right? Is that the? I know there's two different events down there. The BBB, and they also have another one down there. Lake of the Ozarks. I think those are two separate ones, and they're real close together. People get them confused a lot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, football season's getting ready to start kicking off. That's coming pretty soon. But we all pretty much know Super Bowl weekend, and it's a cycle showcase every year. He does it that way intentionally, makes it rememberable. So are you down that way, Evil? I forget where you're from. But all right, we're coming up on that hour mark. You guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a good night. I don't know if I'll jump on tomorrow or not. Maybe I'll do a morning thing, but you're close to St. Louis. I thought you were down that way, somewhere in the St. Louis area, because I remember you were going to go to Cycle Showcase. So, everybody have a good weekend. If you're out riding, be safe, and I will talk to you guys later.